Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Kerry and Anna from the Active IQ marketing team, and we are joined by yet another finalist for this year's WorldSkills AoC fitness training competition. And this morning we have the lovely Diana Williams from Colin Gwynts.
Hello, hi everyone.
Morning Diana, how are you?
Morning, very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very well. And do you join us from the lovely part of Wales today?
Yes, it is a lovely part of Wales. It's not such a lovely day, but it's a lovely part of Wales. So yeah, I'm very lucky.
That's lovely. And so firstly, can you tell us how you got involved with the competition? You know, how did you hear about the competition and what made you enter?
Well, I feel like I'm probably going to say things you've heard a million times before, because I think you can imagine how I got involved with it. It was Chris and Keris from my course. I'd never heard of WorldSkills before. No, WorldSkills, WorldSkills, or WorldSkills. And after one of my assessments, they just started talking and saying, oh, I wonder if you'd like to do this. And I was thinking, I have no idea what I'm saying yes to. But by that stage, I was just thinking, well, why not just say yes to everything? Don't overthink it. Just say, if there's an opportunity and they think I can and they've had lots of experience, then what the heck? So yeah, it's kind of been throwing caution to the wind, and yeah, just trusting them and plunging in and just thinking, why not give it a go? Nothing to lose, really.
Yeah, no, that's great to hear. I mean, like Keris obviously has got a long-standing connection with the competition. We love seeing Keris. I mean, she's a great tutor for you guys, isn't she? So
oh, she's amazing. Yeah, both absolutely incredible. I think we're so lucky. I think we've got the best that we could possibly have. So yeah, I had no idea when I signed up for this course where it was all going to take me, but they have just been fantastic. So yeah, I count my lucky stars every day.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be very lucky, and love hearing your feedback on that one.
Well, they deserve it.
Yeah, I love hearing this like yes attitude, like yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Positive. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Right. Okay. Well, I'm obviously, I live in Wales. I've got 3 teenage children. I originally trained as a physiotherapist and worked in the NHS for sort of 10, 11 years or so, mainly on neuro rehab. So obviously a lot to do with movement retraining. And then, yes, I had 3 children in quick succession, so couldn't work at the same time. So then I went into education and I worked as a teaching assistant for a teacher with hearing impairment for about 6 years. And then I worked in a nursery for another 6 years or 7 years or something. And then I did all sorts of things on the side. I taught courses in the spirituality of childhood and ran toddler groups and all sorts of things. And then I just sort of felt that I was missing something. And I thought, well, I can't go back to physio. I really missed the one-to-one interaction of helping people, physically get stronger and get better and learn how to move again. And I thought, well, maybe I could go and do cardiac rehab classes. And I knew I had to do a level 3 PT course to be able to do a cardiac rehab course. So I thought, yeah, I'll go and have a go at being a student again. What the heck, I'm 50 this year, but why not start afresh? And then, everything's just kind of taken off from there. I never really thought I'd be a PT. It was just going to be a stepping stone. But all these new opportunities have come my way, and almost every day something new pops up, and I'm just feel like I'm on a really exciting journey that I have no idea where it's going to lead me. But I'm doing lots of Pilates now as well, which I love. It kind of feels like it's integrating very much sort of mind body stuff. And yeah, so I'm just discovering where I feel I fit. And yeah, it's an ongoing process.
So you literally say yes to everything. It sounds like you balance.
Sometimes it's not a good thing. but yeah,
it's great to have like all those skills though that you can take from different sections, from different areas, and use it into one. It's really great that you've managed to kind of do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. And I think what I thought was going to be my weakness, being older, not being your traditional sort of PT, as it were, I think in some ways is kind of a strength, because actually I have got lots of varied experience. I've worked with the youngest of kids, I've worked I'm currently working with a 92-year-old that I'm doing PT for, and you just think, yeah, actually, I am saying yes to pretty much everything at the moment, because I don't yet know exactly what I want my future to look like. And I think it's just really fun being able to explore and just be able to do that. I feel really lucky being able to do that. So yeah, here I am.
Don't you worry about age is just a number, so don't you worry about that. And I think that's another thing, that's what's great about this competition, is it's not just about young PTs or young graduates. This is open to all ages, which I think's amazing, and rightly so, and how it should be.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And we're not just a young population, we're an aging population, and actually to be able to motivate and work with people and help them to rediscover the joy of movement. There's no need to feel you have to physically go downhill as you get into your sort of 40s, 50s, 60s. And it's just kind of normalizing, or helping to normalize activity and exercise and movement throughout life. So yeah, that's where I hope I can, play my part, really.
Yeah, I mean, you've got an amazing skill set. The fact, obviously, that you started obviously where you were, and obviously you had that medical, but with obviously the movement and the fitness as well. So, to have that transition now, fully into, and still have that medical background as well is amazing. I mean, like you've got the full package, really, haven't you?
Well, it's really lovely being able to kind of draw back to those skills that I kind of didn't think I'd be using again. And it's been like rediscovering all these things that, oh yeah, I love that, I remember doing that, and kind of being able to focus back into watching how people move, learn myself how to do some of these hard skills again. Why is it not going well? Analyzing movement, and just feeling like, oh yeah, I remember now, this is what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, just to feel I'm back in the right space again it's just been really exciting. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, it's so great that you can dip into old things but also learn new things as well, and get all that experience. You sound very passionate about it. It's
I'm
really
loving it.
lovely to hear you say about it. You can see that you've got, you really care about it. It's lovely. So you're saying about how you're not really sure what you want to do in the future. Have you got any ideas kind of roughly what you want to do? Have you got a dream goal that you'd potentially like to reach for?
That's a really interesting question. I've been really lucky to be asked to do some lecturing now at the college in health and fitness. So it seems to be I'm going to have an opportunity to go down the teaching line, which I'm really excited about, because one way to try and impact the profession in the future and try and make it as good as possible surely has to be through education and being really up to date with all the latest research and just seeing what is the best service we can provide. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to, a little bit nervous, but really looking forward to having that chance to dip my toe in the water with the teaching side of things. And I think that could really grow potentially, but I don't want to lose the one-to-one because I love doing that. So yeah, I really hope to be able to carry on doing one-to-one. I mean, I don't really have anywhere at the moment, I'm not part of, I don't work in a gym or anything like that. So I'm still kind of at that, I wonder what this is going to look like part. But I'm doing a little bit of online and I'm doing a little bit in person, going to someone's house and various things. But also I'm loving the Pilates. So I'm doing, some classes in various places now, and that feels really good. I can really see the difference in people already. So building on that, I really want to do. So probably a combination of teaching in a college and then teaching classes and enjoying life, hopefully getting a balance. I think
Absolutely.
That's the plan.
Sounds great. You really enjoy, as you said, the one-to-one. So last year the competition was all online. Are you looking forward to it now being face-to-face at Loughborough College with the competition?
Definitely. I think the younger generation, it makes me feel so old, but the younger generation are more used to doing everything online. And even though I've had to kind of get used to it and tackle it and make videos and do parts of the competition online, it's so much better. Personally, I still think you can't beat an old-fashioned face-to-face interaction. And because that's how I learned as a physio, very much being with someone, you know, literally hands-on, that I find it quite difficult being stuck behind a screen and not being able to, you know, reach out and help out. Although I absolutely see it adds another dimension that we can really utilize, and it is fantastic and adds another opportunity. But I am at the same time really glad that we're going to be able to actually be together, albeit in a much smaller environment. But, you know, I'm just grateful for anything at the moment. So yeah, I think you've done really well to organise it.
Oh, we can't take the credit for that, unfortunately.
Oh, why not?
Well, okay, we will.
Yeah.
That's all the fantastic AoC team, but yeah, it's but you're right, they do a fantastic job. So Angus and the team's a little bit of a shout out to them. So can you tell us your journey so far into the competition? So obviously, because we started with the heats and things like that. So what have you had to do so far to get here to be a finalist? And of course, what was the homework that you've got to prepare for the finals?
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, it all feels a bit of a blur because I was doing the WorldSkills competition at the beginning of the year as well. And so trying to sort of separate everything out. So started off having quite a lot of fun trying to do a promotional video, which had more takes than I would like to ever admit to. But it involved jumping in a very cold swimming pool. And seeing as I was doing it in about March, after a few takes, we decided
in Wales, much in Wales, wow.
Outdoors. But that was really good fun. So yeah, we did the promotional video and a online test where we had to refer to kind of an article about doping. So that was really interesting, looking at some current topics that's kind of prevalent in the industry, you know, appropriate. And then yeah, we had our 30-minute Zoom assessed session that we did all the preparation for with the session plan that we sent in. I think that's it, isn't it? Those 2 stages. And then, yeah, so just currently getting the final touches to my 12-week overview and plan to be sent in later today or tomorrow. And then, yeah, just trying to take one step at a time, really, and just focus on one bit, because otherwise it all just gets a bit overwhelming. So nearly finished that, take a breath, you know, do this. I'm just looking at the calendar thinking, okay, what's next? But yeah, that's pretty much it so far.
So you've been very busy. You've been very busy by the sound of it.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough to say. But my kids, they're revising for A-levels and GCSEs.
Oh, wow.
And things, so we're all just having a really boring.
Studying.
We're all just studying. So
that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
No, it's working fine. So yeah.
So we had the pleasure of speaking to Angus from AoC, the team, the other day, and of course he gave us a little bit of a top tip, didn't he, Anna? And what was that top tip, Anna?
Read the criteria. Read.
Yeah, so just make sure you read it, because I think there have been times in the past where people have missed things, and so yeah, just get that lovely highlighter out and just be using that a lot with the criteria. But yeah, it's good. So how did you feel when you got notified that you were a finalist? I mean, that must have been pretty amazing.
That was pretty amazing, and it felt like a long time coming. I have to say, it felt like a very long wait between doing. So was it June or something? June, I think, and June, beginning of July, maybe we did that 30-minute Zoom session, and then it was kind of like mid-September when we heard. So yeah, it was a real relief, you know, because actually in some ways getting to the final kind of feels like a winning already. It's like, you know, because the opportunities that come your way and the sort of the coaching that's come along with it, you know, I'm really, really lucky because the WorldSkills have been fantastic and really supportive of us. So I feel like we're in a supportive bubble within Wales anyway. And then we've got the colleague Gwent have been absolutely fantastic, the US College, and then we've got Keris and Chris, and then we've got the other finalists. So I feel really kind of supported and encouraged. So yeah, I was absolutely delighted, but quite calm, quite at the time, because I didn't know, because, you know, we weren't told what we were going to have to do by then. It was just, so I could just enjoy that feeling of being in the final without having to worry straight away.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, just really proud, you know, really, really happy
that you should be. So, you know, it's an amazing feat just to be a finalist, let alone, you know, so it's amazing. It's you know, it's the best of the best you're competing with. So you know,
that's the scary thing.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. You know, you're up there. So yeah, don't be scared at all.
Well, I think we can just.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, carry on, Anna.
Obviously, you're going up against some of your college peers as well. How do you feel about that? How, like the people you going up against?
Yeah, I must admit, they're such a brilliant gang, you know, just to be part of that fort. And it doesn't feel to me at the moment like we are competing. I know we will be, but at the moment it feels more like we're a bit of a team us, and we're kind of supporting each other, and we're actually working together, because I very much feel that I'm doing this not just for me, but I want to do it for the college. I want to do it for Chris and Keris. I want to be the best I can for all of those people. And I will be genuinely delighted for anyone who wins, because I think everyone is so good at this stage, really, that yeah, I know we have to do it for ourselves, and obviously I will be there to do it as best I can for myself, but at the same time, everyone that I've met so far on the final deserves to win, as far as I can see. So yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it, because you're supporting each other, but you also want to be able to do the best you can for yourself. So
but
yeah,
it's really cheesy to say you know, you are all winners, but at the end of the day, with this kind of competition, you are all winners. You're all at the best. You're all the best to get to the finals, and you're all getting so much experience, and when you get the judges' feedback and the actual experience of the whole thing, you're all getting so much from it. It's not always about winning, it is about the whole experience.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that it does sound cheesy, and I feel like I'm saying the same thing that probably you've heard a million times, but I do already feel like I'm getting everything I need. You know, the winning would be nice and all the rest of it, but actually I don't feel like I need that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to think beyond the competition. I want to be able to think, okay, where can I grow? I want to get this feedback. I want to see where I need to develop. And I know there are some areas, you know, my social media and the business skills that don't come as naturally, that I know I need to focus on. And this is kind of making me do it, and that's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. So I don't mind whatever the outcome. I just want to feel that I really have done the best I can, and yeah, tried as hard as, said yes to as many opportunities as I can.
Love that. I love that. I mean, your responses, to be fair, are very similar, and I'm sure Anna will agree, to Danielle Hall.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who won from Colleague Gwent back in 2019, who took the gold, and she said very similar things, which was, you know, actually she didn't really think about the gold medal. It's actually the experience and having the extra critique and knowledge from the judges and the whole experience, as actually, you know, she's actually said, you know, that's where she's so successful today. You know, she's got a successful business, and she's doing really, really well. And that was the best part for her. And like so your responses are like really like on track to would be sounding very similar to the gold winner there. So
well, she's, you know, I was actually listening to her interview last night, and she's just fantastic. She's been such an inspiration as a previous winner. So I've been really lucky. So you know, I was on a call with her yesterday, and I watched her interview with you two yesterday, and then had the lovely Kate Belcher from the rowing, who was a winner in 2014, I think. And, you know, when you just look up to these women and just think, wow, that is what I'd like to be like, you know, with that sort of mindset and that confidence. So yeah, really standing on the shoulders of giants there. You know,
you're there, you know, you are there, so you're not looking up to them anymore. You know, you're
I am.
you're on that playing field, so I won't worry about that. So big important question then. So of course there's 4 of you guys from Colleague Gwent obviously going. I'm expecting a big Welsh sort of, you know, all covered in flags and t-shirts.
Yeah, I should have my flag. Yeah,
you should. This is what I'm expecting to see at the final. So I'll be disappointed if you guys don't do something.
Right. Okay. See what we can do.
But there's 4 of you going for it, and of course, sort of like, you know, the bronze, silver, and gold to win, of course, and, you know, obviously commendation medal. So is it all going its way home back to Wales, all medals?
Well, let's hope so. Let's absolutely hope so. Go Team Wales. I am sure Wales will come home with a medal or 2. You know, the people I know really deserve it. You know, so I do hope so. We'll do the best we can.
Bless you. Well, that's very good to hear. So watch this space. And I know Keris will be watching as well, won't she? So,
oh yes, she's got her eye on us at all times.
You'll have her eye. Yes, she'll definitely have your eye on you.
Yeah, well, she's the reason for all of us being here. So yeah, she deserves a gold medal if anyone does, honestly.
Oh, she is a great tutor. She's a great tutor. So Diana, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute dream getting to know you, and it sounds like you have a fantastic chance in this competition. So we wish you all the best, don't we, Anna?
Absolutely. Yeah, and we'll see you at the final.
Yeah,
Anna will be there. Anna will be there at the final.
Great.
So you'll get to meet Anna face to face.
I'll be cheering you on.
Oh, thanks, Anna. I need that.
If you get a bit of spare time, Diana, which I'm sure you won't, but give some training, Pilates training to Anna. I'm sure she'd love that. Actually.
Oh, yeah, I love Pilates.
Have a little Pilates session.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll bring a spare mat.
There you go. There's a date. There's a date.
There's a date.
Yeah, we're sorted.
Oh, it's been lovely talking to you.
Well, thank you so much, Diana. Wishing you all the best. Get all that homework done, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time at the finals.
Look forward to it. Thank you ever so much.
Thanks,
it's been a pleasure.
You've been really kind.
Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.